Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt.
Andrew McCart, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. Delighted, as always, to be joined by Jordan Reynolds. Jordan, first and foremost, how's things, brother? You good?
I'm all good, mate. I'm just chipping away as usual. You know, I took 2 weeks off due to the British Board of Control having a bit of an issue with my my license. So I take a couple of weeks off, mate. I was supposed to make my debut, as you know, October the 18th. But circumstances, you know, delays and stuff like that, should hopefully be out in the next month or so, mate. So I'm just staying positive, mate. Do you know what I mean? I've been busy. I've been cracking on with things I needed to crack on with. That's all.
I seen that. Cause obviously, I was down in Wakefield doing it for IFL TV, and I was quite surprised as to why you weren't there, because I spoke to you a couple of times during the lockdown and whatnot, and you were chomping at the bit. You were itching to get going to start your professional debut and start stamping your authority in the pro ranks. Now, how frustrated was that for you? I know it was only a couple of days before the fight, so how frustrated were you with that issue?
No, it is. I think it was where I just made weight. It was like 3 days before. I was sharpening up. I felt good, and like, I've been in camp for like 5 months. This is probably the longest anticipated debut going. Do you know what I mean? So I've been in camp since lockdown, and 3 or 4 days before the fight, I just thought, oh mate, like I thought I just need to go home and just regroup and just chill out. But listen, it all happens for a reason. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, there was an issue with the British Board and delays and stuff like that. So, but I should get some more news next week. Be out in November, December. There's bigger shows on now. I've been here busy trying to get some agency stuff done. I've just, you know, signed up with Atmosphere Faces. Got a big commercial deal with Sports Direct, where I'll be the main feature. So I've been busy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it happens for a reason, but here's what it is. Just got to deal with it, mate. It's boxing. It's boxing.
It's boxing. Like, boxing's it's one of the best sport in the world, but it can also be the most frustrating sport in the world.
Because it's a crazy sport, mate. I tell you, mate. It's like sometimes I think to myself, I should have just went to school and fucking got some Gcse'S. I'd be all right. I mean,
but that's the thing. But I think, like, what, maybe a day after you were due to fight and stuff like that, you were out on the streets. I don't know if it was Dublin. I don't know where you were in the world, because I don't know where you are right now, because you seem to be in Ireland one day, England the next day.
That's why I'm the one. I get out, mate. I mean, I'm here and everywhere. I've just come back from Hampstead. I was in Hampstead. I'm in Luton now, but yeah, I've been about, man. I've been about. Obviously, Dublin the last few months for training, but I'm in Luton now. I'm in Luton for the next couple of weeks, just to ease into things, and then because that's the problem, mate. You know, it's like you peak, and do you know what I mean? Sometimes less is more. So I'm not trying to. Don't want to rush anything. Do you know what I mean? I want to make sure I get it right, and I can shine and get out by the end of the year.
Thing is, you definitely live by your nickname, the Wanderer, because, like I say, you are here, there, and everywhere. But I seen that you're out in the streets busking as well. Is that something? If you retire from boxing, you're still on the streets?
Oh, yeah, it was I was in Dublin, mate. I was walking down, and I was playing all the 50s, just playing Johnny Cash, and I was like, come on. I was like, give me the mic. I was like, come on, let's raise some money. I said, I'm not fighting Saturday, so I lost my fight purse. So I need to raise some money, and I've lost my sponsors. I said, I'm out busking, mate. Do you know what I mean? So I had a little sing-song, Johnny Cash, Folsom Blues, and went all right. But, you know, just a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? I love a little sing-song. I can't sing.
Well, I've heard you sing, and you can sing better than me anyway. I'll give you that. Just going back to your fight, have you got any word on when you will be out? Are you hoping for November, or do you think it's more likely December?
I want to speak to MTK, see what happens next week. I want to say to him, look, hopefully I can get out twice. That'd be great. Do you know what I mean? I really, really want to get out twice. But if they give me a few dates, I'm going to say, look, I want to be on the biggest platform, biggest show. They've got the Sky Sports show, Golden Contract. They've got the BJ Swan has just been announced, show in the Matchroom. So MTK know what they're doing with me. I'll go by them. As long as I can fight and I need to get out at least this year, and then I can start building up in 221. You know, so But yeah, I'm guessing end of November, December, because I want to fly back to Ireland at the end of this month, and then just keep the head down, and get ready. I'm fit as a fiddle now. It's just got to lose a couple kilos in weight, and then I'd be good to go.
Again, when this fight happens, your pro debut, I mean, it's been a long debut. I take it your opponent is just in for the worst night of his life.
Man, listen, I don't know if I want to take him out in the first round or just think, do you know what? It's a 6 rounder, so I don't know if I just going to try and last all long for 6 rounds just to get that long anticipation. Yeah, just enjoy the whole thing. But listen, mate. Like I think it was, mate. Whoever it is, mate, is going to get it, mate. Because I'm so ready. I'm so ready, Andrew, mate. Like I'm ready to make an impact. I know with all this COVID times and that, I had over 100 people in a pub, right, waiting for me to fight. Do you know what I mean? Like on a private guest list, we're going to lock the pub down, have everyone there. That was going to be the after party. Do you know what I mean? And I had it all planned out, mate. The support here is unbelievable, and then I get that, and I think I'm not just letting myself down and my team, I'm letting the whole of my support as well. Do you know what I mean? So I just think, fuck's sake, man, but just got to ride with it, bro. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Just talk to me a little bit about Pete Taylor and training out in Dublin and stuff like that. You got Pete's probably got the largest professional stable going, so there's ample sparring for you.
Great sparring, everyone and all people listen, because he's got like contacts with the European countries where he was out in Russia and all these other countries for months. He's got great relationships with these the national teams over there, so they're flying in as well with their fighters, and it's great. You know, he's cut a few people off the team because he don't want to overextend it. I think he must analyse and thought, right, he needs to put some more time into the fighters, so he's cut the team down a bit short. But it's great, mate. We all bounce off each other. I've done what I needed to do. I went out there early, and I've been in camp for a while, but it was mainly I've kind of built a really good relationship just with the lads and Pete, and he knows who I am as a man. I know him. So that's the doorbell. That's my mother. But yeah, so we know each other now. Do you know what I mean? He knows when I'm straight. He knows my personality. Do you know what I mean? I'm my biggest critic. I really am, and sometimes he says, "You just need to chill." Do you know what I mean? And he's looking after me. Like when I was boxing before, I'll be by myself and spar. I used to go around sparring everyone, like all around the country. Even though, mate, I was in LA. I had an interview before you. A geezer based in LA, Marco. I met him when he was
Marcus.
Yeah, lovely fellow he is. He seen me spar when I was 18. I went to LA when I was 18. I got some money. I raised some money for myself. I went to LA by myself, mate. And I was sparring Bernard. He said this name. He said, "I remember you sparring this kid. His name's Bernard Sang, but he's signed by Golden Boy." And I've always been on the road sparring, hard spars. And now Pete is he's looking after me. He's like, "Look, you don't need to spar. Like, you spar when I tell you. Less is more." I'm like a dog on a chain, mate. I'm ready to. Do you know what I mean? And so he's just like, easy. Less is more sometimes, and he's looking after me in the ring and outside the ring. And do you know what I mean? So that's the. And mate, listen, I'm building a big following in Ireland as well. You know, like the Irish really took me in, and they've. I'm flying. It's all positive, John. It's all positive. I just need to fight.
Stay positive, man. That's the right attitude, especially in times like this. Finally, Jordan, before I let you go and enjoy your Friday night, I don't think there's much to do anymore on a Friday night, but one final word for your fans and people watching this. Just one final word for them.
Just listen. I can't say how thankful I am each time I post and things like that. Everyone's supporting me, but not long now. I'm coming. Time will tell of all of the progression I've made. I can't do it without all the sponsors, you know, backing me and the fans and people pushing me. Just big love for everyone, and we're going to be making history real soon. So thank you.
Definitely, but I won't keep you much longer, mate. Go and enjoy the rest of your evening, and thanks for doing this for IFL TV, Jordan. Stick in, brother.
Thanks. I'll see you soon, all right?
Definitely, my man.
Take
Definitely.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.